Kayfabe night! Kayfabe night! Beer in our hands and we're leaving our mark. Adam and Tyler breaking it down from the top rope straight to the ground. Crack a cold one, take your shot. Kayfabe life, like it or not. There isn't like the Kayfabe night. Kayfabe night.
Oh shit, I've done that too.
Shit.
Oh, we got going on over there, big guy.
Banana hands fucking stuff up over here.
What a week, man. I feel like it was the shortest, longest week of my life.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, every day seems too long for me now. So
I think that was the problem, is that, yeah, it kind of did feel like 7 individual weeks all in one
Yeah.
week, you know? But so in one sense, it was like the shortest week. You just had the short week 7 times.
yeah,
But in the
I don't
other
know.
sense, it makes it really long.
yeah, it does. How about that intro?
I'm still in love with it. I made one for Ezra today. That's pretty dope.
Did you?
Just like yeah, because we got one for Edo for every time she goes to the bathroom. We play it. And it's
Oh,
the
that's
time
smart.
song. Yeah, she gets hyped, man. So I was like, oh man, I gotta think of one for Ezra because you know he needs some hype too, you know. And so
Oh, yeah.
I put one together that was like for every time he makes like a good decision or I see him do something awesome. So,
Dude, the one that you made for True Crime on Tap. Oh my god, I love it.
that one was fun. Like it was hard though because like I kept not getting the right sound. So it took me multiple days because I'm cheap, so I got to use the free version. And so like you get so many credits every day, and I kid you not, I was spending every day running out of those credits trying to figure out like exactly the sound that I wanted to try to have because I was like I know what they want, and I was like I can do this. So
You knocked it out of the frickin' park, dude. And how did you? Because some of the lines that are in the song, I'm like, did Rankins write that himself?
sort of. So like I gave it like very detailed instructions, like, and I gave like a little bit of background on both of you.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like,
I was floored at how good that
Yeah.
was and accurate and
it
like
was
perfectly
crazy.
fit.
The
Yeah.
first one, if it wasn't for the spelling error, the first one was my favorite one, and I couldn't
Yeah.
get that. I couldn't get that sound again. Like I just wanted to change the name, and I couldn't get
name.
it back. Yeah,
Man, that one was very good. Hell yeah.
it was so good. I'm gonna keep messing around with them, so you guys may hear weird iterations of these songs as we go. Just maybe like for special things, we roll out a special song or something. 'Cause
Hell
it's
yeah.
fun
You
to
know
make.
what? For like PLEs, we should have a different intro.
Like a PLE song, yeah.
Yeah. Then people know they're like, oh, they're about to be dicks.
Yeah, it's about to go down. There's gonna be 16 of them on here.
Oh man. So I've worn an Iron Sheik shirt on here before, but I haven't worn this one. It says "Break your back, make you humble," and it's got Sheiky Baby right on there. I love the Iron Sheik. Rest in peace, buddy.
I never wore this shirt on here, but this is a CT Fletcher shirt, right? I think it's pretty good for now. Rich or poor, or male or female, no religion, no politics. We're all the same under the bar. It's a weightlifting shirt. So
Yeah. I think hasn't Rogan talked about CT Fletcher?
yeah, probably CT Fletcher's a badass, man. He's a badass.
Yeah.
That dude had like a heart attack, came back, and was setting like strict curling records afterwards. Like the dude's incredible.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Well,
I think he just went through like cancer too recently. I don't quote me on that, but
Jesus. Well, welcome to the Kayfabe Marks podcast. I'm Tyler. That's Adam. And this week, I'm going to get my shovel out and get it nice and ready, shine it up real nice because I'm going to bury the fuck out of 2K.
Oh, okay. See, I was wondering if this was going to be a. Did you guys get snow there? Because Wisconsin got hit
Oh,
hard.
dude, we have about a foot.
That's great. We got rain. It's stormed and thundered down here, but rain. You can keep that shit up there, quite honestly.
Yeah, and we got a text message from I can't say the name of it, but they're like, hey, just so everybody knows, we're still open tomorrow. It's
Of
like,
course.
yeah.
We know. We know.
Yeah. We didn't need the message. We know you don't give a fuck if we live or die.
So we're gonna go through some of our news and rumors like normal, and then at the end here we're just gonna be in that. I think 2K went worldwide, right? Went worldwide this weekend.
Friday.
Friday,
yep.
yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of do some first reactions to what we've played and stuff we've done, and that's it. That's it. So.
Yeah.
Should we do a shot first?
Oh yeah.
And
yep.
then maybe spin for him?
Yeah, for sure. So Marissa's pick was solid, but when we went to the liquor store, the only peach schnapps was the big bottle like this.
Yeah,
and the same thing with Jameson. And I was like, $40 for a shot I'm going to do once. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, as the rule is on this show, if you can't get or you cannot find the shot that's picked, you have to do something worse. And Cassie definitely picked something worse. But I am going to check next week, too. So, if those do have the smaller bottles next week, I'll do Marissa's shot next week.
Yeah, I'll just save it for a special one. Yeah.
But this was the replacement. And you know when you see this 9-9, you know it ain't going to be good.
So listen, I gotta jump in on your shots really quick because I also have a replacement shot, but this is a replacement of choice, not out of necessity. So,
okay.
What happened was we were cleaning out our storage unit last weekend, right?
Yep.
And backbreaking, man. I wanted to die. So we got it all done, but in there somewhere we found this little bottle of 99 peaches. 99 peaches. Huh. And I was like, oh, I bet this is fucking horrible. I bet this is going to be the worst thing I've ever tasted. I'm going to go ahead and sub it for my big sips this week because why not? And
that's a good sub. That's a good sub.
And then you say, oh, I had to sub Marissa shot with a 99 shot. And I was like, this is perfect. This is meant to be. I'm not even going to play games with it. So this is at least 3 years old. So we'll see what happens.
Oh my God.
I don't know how long these things last, but.
And then my second shot is a little SoCo, Southern Comfort.
And just in case I get poisoned, my second shot will be tequila, so I can go ahead and throw it all up. So.
I'm going to do Southern Comfort first because I ain't ready for this 99.
Are you sure? I was going to do the 99 with you right off the jump.
Should we? All right, let's do the 99 off the jump.
Way, like I said, that way if I get poisoned by this 3-year-old liqueur, I have something coming in behind it that's going to help me maybe die quicker.
I forgot to pre-open these before the show, so everybody just got to see the struggle bus.
Oh my God! Listen, I don't normally smell these, but I had to this time just to. There's no way that's healthy. Oh my God! I went to the doctor this week on Friday.
Shit's poison.
I went to the doctor on Friday, and she was like, "How many drinks would you say you have a week?" And I was like, "Does Sunday count?" And she was like, "Yeah, that's part of the week." And I was like, "You know what? I know that this is going to be bad, and this is like obviously this might be just Sunday alone, but I was like 14." And she was like, "Oh, that's too much." I was like, "Well, then, if you only knew." I was like, "Listen."
Dude, I've been lying to my doctor for years. They put alcoholic on my fucking thing when I had to, remember when I had my last hernia?
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't give me any pain medicine at all, so I was drinking between 8 and the way I said it, I was being a smartass. Because she's like, well, how many drinks do you have a week? And I was like, since I got hurt or ever? And she's like, well, just how many drinks? I was like, I don't know, between 8 and 18 a night because you guys won't give me pain medicine. Dude, they put alcoholic on my fucking thing. And after I had surgery, I didn't drink for 3 months.
That's what you get.
I had to make them take it off. I was like, I don't even fucking drink anymore. It's been, at this point, it was like 2.5 months. I was like, it's been 2.5 months. Take it off there.
Yeah.
They did, but
That's
the second they did.
Woo! Yeah, let's go celebrate me getting my alcoholic removed. Okay, this is... All right, well, this is my last episode, guys. Just know that I love you. Okay? I don't know how this is going to go.
Hold on.
Well, shoot, yours is brand new, and I don't know if mine's not that bad.
Dude, this is going to be bad. All right.
I don't know why I smelled it. Now I have, like... Ugh.
To our wives.
We love them. We love them. Here we go. Oh. Oh my God. It's going to be okay. Oh, it's going to be okay. My stomach, oh man.
Dude. The burning that immediately happened when it touched my tongue. And I can tell, like, they tried to not be assholes. They're like, we want people to keep buying these. Not good.
Oh, no, not good at all.
I do want to add, my local liquor store started to do the mystery bags.
Did they?
Yeah.
Your suggestion?
Either Cassie said something or they came up with it on their own, but no, I never brought it up to them.
Oh. Did I throw that away?
But yeah, they started doing it. So I figured, like, you should have Marissa go and take a little pouch that you can't see through and pick 6 random shots. And I'll buy one of the mystery bags from here. We don't open it and we can't look. And like 1 shot a week is a mystery and we pull it out and take it on here.
Okay. All right. I'm glad that you don't want to do that all at once.
Fuck, dude. I'm not 23 anymore, dude.
Well, here's the cool thing. So I had to look this up just in case. You know, I get a little bit hypochondriac sometimes. But I was like, does 99 bananas go bad? You know, I just wanted to know. And it says, an unopened bottle can last for many years if stored in a cool, dark place. It's been in a storage unit for at least 3. So I think...
A cool, dark place?
Yeah, cool, dark place, and that's many years.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say that's many years. That's a few. So I think I'm okay. Yeah. But I feel like death. I feel like death right now. All right, man.
Yeah, mine was brand new and I didn't like it or appreciate it at all.
Well, it was rough.
All right, well, let's...
Well, you got mine too.
Crack into these fucking news and rumors.
Bush.
It's a good beer. All right. On his phenomenally retro podcast, AJ Styles said his new role in WWE will be to help scout talent and work with wrestlers from the main roster and NXT on morale and working to get better overall. I didn't even know he had a podcast.
Me either.
But that's cool. So, I mean, I think we said it on here and we had heard about, like, just because he's retiring, he's still going to be around. Right. Well, now we kind of know, yeah, he's sticking around.
Which is good.
This is not my pen.
You know, when we're done with this, but in between, we got to remember to do our spins because
there it is.
The
fuck is this from? Oh yeah, shit. All right, we're gonna pause this to do our spins.
Are you sure? We can do it in the middle. Let's just do it in the middle. We'll do
all
it
right, all right. The Bella twins told Access Hollywood they will be part of Wrestlemania 42 next month. And I got more on the Bellas if you give me just a quick second.
I can see them pulling a fast one on that too and just having them be the host.
That would be so stupid. I would hate that.
I could see them doing it though. I could see it.
Oh, yeah, I could too. And here we go. Here's the rest on them. During an interview on An Unlikely Affair, Brie Bella said she assumed she would be on Raw every week after returning at the Royal Rumble. The reason the Bella twins were absent from WWE programming is because WWE said they would call them when they were needed for the story. And then 5 weeks went by with no follow-up. The Bella Twins think they will be competing in the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match at WrestleMania 42, even though they haven't been told which night their match is happening. So, yeah, the big hype from Brie coming back, and we thought we were going to get Twin Magic. The Bellas are back. They haven't done shit. They had one backstage segment, and then last week Danhausen did a little skit with them that went on WWE social media that Danhausen was like talking to Brie, and then he turned around and Nikki was there, and he goes, clones. You know, that was it.
Yeah. Have you watched SmackDown yet? I know you hadn't earlier.
I have not yet. I have not watched
SmackDown. They came out this week.
So, did they?
Yeah, and it is definitely the setup. It's kind of a lame setup, so I feel like they just, and I could be wrong, I was half paid attention, but I feel like they just came out and they said, well, we're the number one contenders for the championship, so we're going to sit right here, and they just announced that they were the number one contenders.
Wow, so that's, yeah. Did you see the sign that was in the crowd that said Triple H doesn't have, what was it again? Shit. It basically meant Triple H doesn't have new ideas. Like, he just keeps recycling stuff. I cannot remember what the sign said, but... I think it said Triple H doesn't have original ideas or something like that. I was like, God damn.
I mean, they're not wrong.
Kind of right, though. Yeah, I do. I am going to watch SmackDown tonight. I had Cassie's podcast last night. We have both kids here, and Friday, I forgot that it was Friday because I don't know what day it is most of the time anymore because of being off of work with this ankle. And it was like 8:30 at night, and Cassie's like, "Are you going to watch SmackDown?" And I was like, "Yeah, let me know when it's 7." She's like, "It's 8:30." And I was like, "So I'm going to watch it tomorrow then."
Yeah, I feel like that's just how it's been, man. Like, just in general, too. Like, you have it pretty bad because you've been home this whole time, but I even last night at one point, I was like, yo, how long was I doing that? Because it just feels like time just doesn't exist right now.
I know. All right, moving on. According to WrestleVotes, Braun Breaker's injury status is holding up some of the WrestleMania 42 card. And it's the reason why Brock Lesnar is doing an open challenge gimmick. If Breaker can go, he'll get the match against Seth Rollins. And it could be LA Knight versus Lesnar. If he can't, LA Knight could altogether miss WrestleMania in favor of Lesnar versus Rollins. Now, I didn't like this story from WrestleVotes. It actually bothered me because if you're just going to feed LA Knight to Lesnar, just don't. Yeah, I'd rather have LA Knight not be on the card and bury him more on TV. Yeah. What are they doing?
They said that Triple H has no original ideas, and I do have to argue with that a little bit because he has one. His one original idea is that LA Knight's not worth the push, right? And it's a shit take. It's a horrible idea, but that's him. He just, I don't know what his hate for LA Knight is, but he hates the guy. So
he does, and I don't understand why. Like, he's organically over, not forced down our throats. He's the megastar, and you're not. He's got to be getting frustrated, dude. At this point, you were saying it a while ago, but you're like, maybe he should go. Yep. Maybe he should go.
It was right after Rumble, I think, and he came out with those shirts, and I was like, okay, well, maybe he's leaning into a little bit, but there's just a certain point where you got to have some self-respect too, and unless it's leading to something big, but I just don't see it. So I don't know. I feel bad for the guy. It's hard to feel bad for somebody who gets to do what he loves, but I feel bad for the guy because he should definitely be in a better position than he is now.
No, 100%. And it's like the WWE, we're waiting for the right time. Well, it needs to be the right time. It's been the right time 8 times now.
Yeah.
You're the ones that aren't pulling the trigger. He would be over Daniel Bryan yes movement like this if you just fucking give him the shot.
They missed it. They've almost missed the boat on it. It's almost at this point now, if they do it, it'll almost water down his championship because they're gonna be like, oh well, they finally just gave it to him. And it's like it's gonna water it down, and I'm frustrated about it. But
yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. And then I have more on this, and this is another reason why I didn't like this WrestleVotes take.
Yeah.
PW Insider's WWE sources say that Obafemi will face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 42. So we're getting a whole lot of like he said, she said, and we don't really know what to go off of. I more believe the Obafemi versus Lesnar because it's kind of what the fans have been polling for. You see it, all these fan-made pictures and everything else on X and everywhere else constantly. Yeah. And it's the match that makes sense because of their interaction at the Royal Rumble. Where in the fuck does LA Knight fit in with this Lesnar match at all? And on top of that, where does Seth Rollins fit in to a Lesnar match? Oh, I'm mad at Paul Heyman, so I'm going to fight the biggest Paul Heyman guy? That's the only push you have on that, and I don't like it. It's not organic.
I feel like both have like a very flimsy storyline, but there's something there that they can use. You know, like
there's something there. It's not strong though.
No, but with Oba, again, selfishly, I want Oba to retire Brock. So you know, part of me does not want this to happen. And LA Knight, I'm sure, could just be like, look, I'm tired of waiting for my opportunity. I'm going to take my opportunity and go up and challenge Brock Lesnar. But if he doesn't go over, what's it worth? You know, and with Seth, I can see the storyline there, but. For WrestleMania, you need something bigger. You need something better. So as much as I don't want it, I have to say Oba. Yeah.
And you're not going to like this, but it only makes sense in my mind. Because I was pushing Gunther Lesnar Mania and then Gunther Lesnar 2 at SummerSlam. And Lesnar doesn't lose at Mania. Gunther is tortured by it, destroys everybody in his path all the way to SummerSlam, and then he retires Lesnar. That is the perfect story in my mind. That's how I would write it. Whoever, and it's just the way I see it. Whoever goes against Lesnar at WrestleMania is gonna lose, and then that's who they're gonna face at SummerSlam. I think that's the best.
Okay.
That's the best way. It needs to be Gunther.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can down with that.
All right. Self-Made Pro claims Cody Rhodes himself pushed for the match with Randy Orton at WrestleMania 42. They also say that LA Knight was moved to Raw from SmackDown because he didn't want to be there anymore, and he isn't shy about how vocal he is with WWE creative.
Good.
Good, yeah, good on LA for sure. That's the only way you get shit done. Listen to what Stone Cold says in interviews and stuff. Listen to what The Rock says in interviews. Listen to John Cena in interviews. Orton as well. If you're not vocal, they're just going to keep piling shit onto your sandwich, put the bun on it, and hand it to you and say, now eat it.
Yeah,
you got to be vocal, and LA Knight is smart.
Yeah.
But the bigger point of this post is... we heard about this politicking thing that Cody allegedly did. I'm not saying he did it. I don't hate Cody by any means. I'm a big Cody fan. But there are some people that are saying that Cody politicked to get the belt back off of Drew so he could have his match against Randy. And Self-Made Pro just said that. Do they have proof of it? No, it's probably speculation as what everyone else has. But if it is true, how do you feel about that?
It's the game, you know, and as much as it sucks. As much as it sucks to have that affect or change what you know is going on in WWE. It's the world we live in. You know, everything's a politic. If you want to move up at work, it's politicking. If you want to move up socially, it's politicking, and that's why I'm not afraid of the word politicking in that sense, because it's like you have to do that regardless.
We've all done it.
Yeah, it's just selling yourself. You're just selling yourself, you know, and you know very well how I feel about that. That's how I trained people to be salespeople. Was if you can't.
That's how you trained me to be a salesman.
Yeah, if you can't sell me you, why
would I want to
try to teach you to say anything else?
Yeah.
No, you did great. You're employee of the month like six months in a row. I don't even know, but two times.
They were 6 months apart, but it was two times.
Fair. That's fair. But yeah, man, it's just to me it says Cody's a top guy for a reason, and the reason is he politics better than a lot of other people. He's a very good wrestler. He's a very good character. He's a very good everything. But what he's probably better at is putting himself in position to be successful, and I can't be mad at that. It's hard to be mad
Everyone
at
else is mad at him for it, and that's why the
that.
video of him winning the title had what were we closing in on 200,000 thumbs downs, and you can also bring up the viewership went up. What was it, 15% when Drew won the belt? And there are levels to this to where he politic, but we were going in a different direction where it felt fresh and it felt new. This is Cody being champion. And this is Cody going into the main event of WrestleMania, 3 years in a row now?
Yeah, and the one thing I always caution against, though, too, is, being a victim of the moment. And so, yeah, Drew for sure was looking great and viewership was up. But you got to look at sustained viewership and what you're going to do for the long term. Not to say you shouldn't have a Jey Uso moment every now and again, a Kofi Mania every now and again. Drew finally getting back to the top of the mountain every now and again. But, you got to look what's going to sustain viewership and fans and all that for a long time. And they're a business, man. They're a publicly traded commodity. They are, they legally have to do what they believe is best for their shareholders, not the fans, which is really unfortunate. So,
all I'm saying, and this is my personal take.
Mm-hmm.
Drew winning the match. Did I hear that he quit on SmackDown Friday again?
Say that, yeah, but then he came back. So
okay,
and now he's got to fight somebody. I can't remember what they said for.
Probably Jacob Fatu. That's the only logical.
Yeah, Jacob Fatu next week. Yep.
And again, I haven't seen SmackDown, and I'm already telling you what happened. That's bad. That's not good.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So me and Cassie were upset with Cody winning the belt. First off, because Cassie is a huge Drew McIntyre fan, and given the opportunity, she would probably leave me for him. Besides that point, or Jason Mimosa, that son of a bitch. I don't like that aqua fucking man.
That's Roman Reigns. What are you talking about? The same person.
Might as well be. Anyway, we got excited about McIntyre's the champion now. Holy shit. It's going to be like a 6-man match. We're going to get that. We've only ever had it one time, the 6-man Hell in a Cell match, and it lives forever in infamy.
Yeah.
I have it on DVD on 7 different box sets. That match was so important. It is on 7 different box sets for people.
That's crazy.
I thought we were going to get something like that again. We're done. No more. It's everyone versus everyone. Everybody's beef is getting settled at one time. Drew, Cody, Randy, Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
XYZ. I can't remember the other 2 that would have fit really organically. There was a couple, though.
Well, you said Drew, Jacob, Randy...
Cody,
and then I thought there was one more.
There is one more. I can't think of who it is though.
But I think
obviously they moved it to irrelevancy so much that I can't think of it off the top of my head anymore.
Was LA not the other guy that we were thinking about?
No, LA is doing the Vision stuff. LA is doing the Vision stuff.
Well, I'll say this. I'll say a Fatal 4-Way Hell in a Cell would be just as cool and just as
it would be great.
With those
and it
4
would
guys.
be easier not to promote, but to put together. You know, you're not worried about 6 guys now. You're worried about you and 3 other people. We're gonna choreograph this perfectly. We're gonna set this up. I think a Fatal 4-Way Hell in a Cell would be amazing. That would have been eye grabbing.
Yeah, and I don't think that we're out of the weeds on that. I think we may still get something like that.
I got more too. I don't know if I wrote it down, but I did read about it. Let me see. I do just and it's not that I'm not excited to finally get this Randy versus Cody, because obviously they've been pushing it for a year now, with Randy staring at the title when Cody's talking to him, and we've seen the subtleties and everything else, and now Orton has completely snapped. He beat the living shit out of Cody on Friday.
It was a beautiful thing.
First headshot in WWE in how long?
Yeah,
I saw the video.
And even when they did it, they protected him with the stairs.
With the stairs, yeah.
Yeah, but it was the first visual headshot that we've seen in forever. And Cody's blade work, man, that dude could be a plastic surgeon.
All right, so we're gonna stove this or put this on the back burner for right now to move on.
Yeah.
We got a lot to get through yet.
You're good.
Well, not a lot, but enough. I just don't want to focus all of our time on one spot.
Mm-hmm.
WWE pulled the Ricky Saints Absolute Experience concert from the March 3rd NXT from its social media channels due to the negative reaction the segment drew online. According to Fightful Select, it apparently wasn't Saints' idea, as he has been trying to avoid drawing comparisons to The Rock.
Grab your phone because a little bit of...
That's immediately what I thought.
I'm sorry, I missed the end of that. What was that?
Ricky Saints is trying to avoid drawing comparisons to The Rock with his concert.
Nah, okay. I mean, but LA Knight has made it just fine without that, and he kind of does some of the same stuff. So
He does kind of some of the same stuff, but it's enough to be separate. And
Yeah.
Ricky Starks on his own does enough to stay separate.
right,
And it
right.
kind of feels like creative was pushing him to be like, no, it's going to be Rock 2.0. No, we're going to do a Rock concert, but it's going to be Ricky Saints concert. And
Yeah.
it right here it says he didn't want to do it.
Right.
And they already took it down. I remember seeing the videos from it, and I was like, it's ripping The Rock off like
Mhm.
verbatim almost. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I
So,
saw it. It was pretty bad.
yeah. And it's generating a lot of well, it was until they took it down, but generating a lot of negative views. And I don't blame Ricky one bit. I blame creative for this.
It's lazy writing. Yeah.
Yep. Again, recycle.
Mhm.
We need new ideas. We already have a singer. We already have a guy. His name's Joe Hendry.
Yep.
We don't need another person doing it.
We've seen it. We've seen it so many times. You got Joe Hendry. You've got
Elias.
Elias. You've had Jeff Jarrett. You've had you've had so many people do that thing. That Ricky Saints doesn't need to be doing that. Let the guy work on his own. He's a great in-ring guy, and he's a great
amazing
performer, so.
in-ring performer and on the microphone. Let him be
Right.
Ricky Saints. Let him be him. Quit
Leave
trying
him
to
alone.
put ideas in his head and force them down everyone's throat because he doesn't want to do it.
Leave him alone.
Just leave him alone, please. He's not well right now. Does anybody remember that Leave Britney Alone video?
Yeah, Chris. What was his name? Chris something. What was that guy's
I
name?
can't
Chris?
remember. I just remember that
Chris
dude
something.
crying,
Yeah.
talking about Leave
crazy.
Britney Alone. But
Hey,
me and
parlayed
Cassie
that
still
into-
do that. We
Yeah,
still do
yeah.
that to each other when we're like talking to the kids or something or messing with each other. I mean, you saw the pillow fight me and Cece had yesterday. Oh,
Yeah,
you saw one
yeah.
half of it. You didn't see
Yeah.
the second half where she came and fucked me up afterwards. You saw me antagonizing. Her bony ass knees went into my ribs and spine more times than I'd like to admit. All right?
But yeah, that dude parlayed that little 15 seconds of fame into a little bit of a influencer. He was like one of the first influencers after that.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest, one of the first, like, that guy, was it Yuma or Uma guy?
Yeah.
Maya,
Oh,
that guy.
yeah, I forgot about that guy.
Yeah, that was a big one. How about the karate dude that, like, did the backflip, knocked himself out, and then fucking was trying to still do nunchucks and fell down?
Yeah. I could go on forever on some of these funny, stupid
100%.
like guys. So
WrestleVotes mentioned that WWE has discussed the idea of booking matches with exciting stipulations or high stakes during the first hour of WrestleMania on ESPN cable networks in order to hook viewers into watching the entire event. So it's being discussed to put a main event or two main event caliber matches as the first match or two matches, because as we said last week, the first hour of WrestleMania is going to be aired on ESPN on cable television for free, and everybody went, nobody gave a fuck.
yeah.
Nobody cared. And we still don't care.
Well, I saw a thing too that was that they were talking about like the WWE library being shopped and how like it doesn't make sense for Netflix to buy it because you're not going to get any new subscribers because of it. Like you already have all the
Yeah.
WWE subscribers, so like you're not going to get anything new by going deeper. But I think it's the same kind of situation with WrestleMania. It's going to be. I've always believed that the first match is a main event match and the last match is a main event match, especially on those big cards like WrestleMania is. But my fear is that they're going to relegate. They're because they've already kind of done it. I've heard 16 people tell me they're going to have a main event match at WrestleMania, and there's only so many slots. But I feel like again they're going to relegate the women to be the first match and call it Mania level match because it's the women, what should be in their respects the main event. But that's just how they seem to do it.
I still, in my mind, think that night one should be, or night two, but one of the nights should have been main evented by women and the other one by men.
I feel that way also. Yeah.
I don't know, just because honestly
they have the opposite. Well, then they have the opposite go on that morning. So if it's a main event women, you have what would have been the main event men's match go on first. And then the next night, if it's main event men's, then you have what would have been the women's main event match go on first.
Right.
So,
and that's not me being biased. That's not me being a feminist, or because I'm not. Not that I'm against it, but I'm not trying to promote it. I'm just saying the women are so over constantly. How do you not give them a main event?
Like, it just makes
sense. It's just fairness.
Yeah. It's not even, to me, I don't even like using that fair stuff or not fair stuff. It just makes sense. It should
just makes sense.
Yeah, I don't get it, but whatever.
No, that's just me. Also, getting back to what you were saying about the where are they going to sell the library? I will always and forever say they should just have their own app. I will always and forever say, okay, $9.99 a month didn't do it for you. Charge $15, charge $20. Guess what? People are going to fucking pay for it. They're not going to pay this $30 for ESPN. They're going to find workarounds.
Right.
They're not going to do it. There are so many bootleg sites that you can watch this shit on. They're not going to get it. You buckle down and you get your own site, the WWE Network back. I think they make their money plus some, and they're never going to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand their reasoning for not, but I agree with you. Yeah,
I agree. You're going to love this one. Dave Meltzer said WWE had the whole WrestleMania card figured out and planned out in January, but changed it because too many people figured it out. What? Dave, how does that even make sense?
I don't know that I've ever wanted to punch a guy so hard in my life, but
it doesn't make sense.
No, it's because he's an idiot.
Too many people figured out what WWE is building up and trying to promote, so they changed it.
That has never once been the case. Like I've seen, I mean, I get that they can do swerves sometimes and do this and do that, but I have never seen them completely change a main event like WrestleMania because people figured it out. That's silly. People figured out that Punk was going to come back, and they didn't change anything about that.
Right.
That's way bigger than this WrestleMania main event. Let's stop being stupid.
So dumb, dude. He's an idiot. I can't stand Dave.
Yeah.
WrestleVotes says there are ongoing talks between Jelly Roll and WWE about a potential appearance at WrestleMania 42. It's expected that Jelly Roll will be there in Las Vegas at the show. Well, obviously, he's rich as fuck and can afford to go.
Well, he's going to be there. He's going to get involved in that Randy Cody match.
Randy Cody, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was there Friday, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He ran down to the ring during all of that. So, I mean, they've already kind of laid the foundation for that. Luckily, I mean, it's going to happen. But that's, as long as it, again, doesn't become a Travis Scott situation, I'll be okay with it. Even though I don't think
they would allow that Travis Scott thing to happen ever again.
Although I did see that Cody said that was the third hardest slap he's ever received.
I did see that too. CVV. He was on Chris Van Vliet, right?
Yeah. Hardcore Holly was number 2. And
who was number 1 again? Wasn't it a girl?
Yeah, number 1
Stephanie was. Who was it? It was a girl.
Yeah, it was. Who did he say? Naya. Or, not Naya. Natalie.
Natty.
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 Natty. leaning them in.
Yeah, he said, I felt that in my toes, which is crazy. That's crazy work right there.
Well, she's trained in the hard dungeon. She ain't gonna hold back.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, if you want to get laid in on, Natty's your girl. So.
Oh God. And I am so for this character if they just push it the right way.
Yeah, it's got to be Bloodsport Natty all the way. They need to let her go. They need to bring back dungeon matches. They need to bring back an underground match, and it doesn't have to be like a whole series. Just
this
bring it back
could be the first time in a long time that it would make sense to bring back a Lion's Den match.
That's what I'm saying. Bring back a lion. Yeah, give me a Lion's Den match and make it against somebody like Ivy Nile or I know that one wrestler that she just got released. Actually, I saw that news about something over the fact that she went into a wrestling tournament. WWE didn't want her to, but there's legit athletes coming into this where you could really have Natty build up a good Lola Vice would be a good one. Lola Vice is a legit martial artist. So yeah.
Yeah, they could do it. That's all we're getting at. Yeah. According to Bodyslam.net, indie star Nikki Blackheart has signed a WWE deal after participating in tryouts in February. She will soon be reporting to the Performance Center, and we had covered that. Yeah, well, obviously in February that they were doing a big line of tryouts, and they signed one person out of all of that.
Who signed her? Shawn Michaels? Have you seen Nikki? Have you seen Nikki Blackheart?
No.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, go ahead and look her up on Twitter and then tag me in your response. All right. And I'm telling you, Shawn Michaels is responsible for this signing.
Okay. All right.
100% is Shawn Michaels.
All right. Which one do I want to do? Okay. We'll hit one AEW story is all I had from this week because I had to cut it down because of the 2K stuff.
Homeboy sent some stuff over about AEW too. So
dude, you need to read that email from our guy.
Yeah. So you go ahead and do that. I'm going to bring it up.
Yeah, I promised him we'd read that this week. We have to do that.
Yep.
After attending this week's AEW Dynamite and Collision taping in San Jose, Meltzer noted, there were more fuck ice chants on this show than any show in the history of mankind.
Yep.
That's in Texas.
Yep.
That's in Texas too. That's crazy. You got time. I got 2 stories yet.
Yeah, do you think?
According to Fightful Select, people in WWE are impressed with how Danhausen has. According to Fightful Select, people in WWE are impressed how Danhausen has bounced back after what they are aware was a very bad debut at Elimination Chamber. Yeah, well, anybody that's a Danhausen fan could have told you that. It was a shit crowd in Chicago for Danhausen for no reason. And it all has to do with that stupid crate. If they would have never done the crate, if they would have never done any of that stupid shit.
I just had a good time with it, man. I think people really got to lighten up, and just understand again, like I've said a few weeks ago. I
enjoyed it.
Yeah, I know you did, but there's people out there who are just being ridiculous. It's for the kids, man. And it was fun. His wife got to be a part of that with him. I don't understand what the big deal is on this. Just let it be fun. Were they a little flat? Sure. But Danhausen's been doing hella work since then, and he doesn't need that reaction to validate him. That dude he's legit. So
what is he, 3 for 3 on curses right now?
Yeah, and I did want the curses to kind of be a little bit more of a slow roll. I don't want him to burn them out, but because I would have liked to see him go through.
Well, I think they got to make it relevant and then pump the brakes, and I think they've done that with 3 straight.
I just thought it would be him and Dom going back and forth for as long as they had to go back and forth on that scenario would have been great, So.
Oh, for sure. And I don't think Danhausen and Dom are done. No. I don't think that's over. All right, last one. And it's from, it's actually from your favorite dude that covers wrestling. You're actually going to be surprised and impressed with that.
Yeah.
Dave Meltzer mentioned that WWE
bum
originally planned to book Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio last year at SummerSlam, with the idea of bringing the Demon back. The decision was ultimately made to delay because the Judgment Day's direction was still very hot.
Yeah.
No shit, Dave.
No shit, Dave. I do want to see the Demon back in WWE, but it's got to make sense. That's one I'm willing to wait for.
I think it does now. I think Dom and Finn, after being jumped by your own gang and everything else, let's get that fucking Demon back, baby.
But I think it's going to be good, but I almost don't want to. I don't want him to do it with Dom. I almost want him to do it with JD. I think JD would put out a better match there.
Just because of the Irish partnership, they were tag partners, tag champs together, everything else.
Yeah, they've been friends. Him and Dom were a relationship of convenience, not of friendship.
I think it works only because for the last over a year now, ever since the Liv stuff, between Rhea and Liv, Finn and Dom.
I feel like it was more against Finn and Liv at that point. You should let Liv have that match, because I felt like she was more the one that was going against Finn than Dom was. Dom just did whatever Liv wanted. But I think his best friend, essentially, in the business, JD in that scenario, betraying him is way bigger of a story. Now, I know the name's not bigger. Dom versus Finn would be a way bigger name. But could you imagine a JD McDonough, Finn Balor, the Demon Finn Balor versus JD, and let him cook, let him work. It doesn't need to be a squash. You could make it a squash if you want. If you do JD, you're not going to squash Dom, but you could squash JD. But that's a waste of the Demon. I want to see a good knock him out because JD can go. JD's good.
JD can fucking go. Nobody's denying that.
Yeah,
I think it would be.
I don't think he gets much of a shot to do it.
And to your point, I think it would be a better, production physical match. Like it would be a better in-ring work with JD.
Yeah.
But I think crowd-wise, like you said, story-wise, the Dom part makes sense, and it's not going to be as good of action. Yeah. It's going to be more emotion than action as it would be with JD. And there's definitely a lot of emotion that would be there with JD because that was his guy.
There's more.
That was his number one in that group.
Yeah.
Finn and JD. If they would have built it a little different, I think it would have worked perfectly, exactly what you're saying. But they never even tried to push it, even though it was right there for the taking. They could have plucked it. Unless
they somehow, sneak JD out to the front and say, look, I've been leading this the whole time. You just didn't know. I agree with you. I think Dom puts butts in seats for sure. That's what these guys. I can't say what I said earlier about them having good business sense and still, and then go flip flop on it now and say I want JD. I do want JD, but business wise, it makes sense to go with Dom for sure.
Right. All right. So let's do these shots. Let's hear from our buddy Gaming Dad, or the Dad that games. My bad. The Dad that games.
Yeah.
I've been talking to him quite a bit on X. Dude's a cool fucking dude. I like that guy a lot.
Man. Yeah, he really is. He sent me a message today about not being on today's show, and I was like, yeah, man, just whenever. We would love to. It's going to be a great time whenever you come on. So, so he's we're working on that. He wants to do it next week. I think that'd be a good one for him.
Yeah, dude. I told him anytime he wants to be on, because he asked me. He's like, dude, Adam said it would be cool, but I also want to check with you. Thank you for the respect, but if Adam thinks you're good enough to be on the show, you're good enough to be on the show. You ain't got to double check with me, buddy. Thank you, though. I appreciate it, and hell yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Good guy, dude.
I'm telling you, you're going to like the guy. He's cool.
I've been talking to him quite a bit. He is a good fucking guy. I like him a lot.
When it cracks me up, man, it's just so. When we get him on here, I'll probably go into this a little bit more. But man, the irony to me of the way that I met this guy is very similar to the way that you and I met, right? Like it was just I don't even know what I was talking about, and maybe he can shed some light on it next week. I'm a bit of I forget shit. I forget shit pretty quick. Like details I forget. So I don't remember exactly what we were talking about. But I just remember being like, yeah, I really enjoy wrestling. I do a wrestling podcast, and we kind of left it at that for a minute, and then he kind of brought some more wrestling stuff up, and I was like, you know what, let me write down our podcast for him. Gave him that, and I feel like he sent me. Oh, I found him on Facebook. I was like, I'll add you, that way we can kind of communicate a little bit. And then we went through, and he was like, the email didn't work. I was like, yeah, I probably sent the wrong one on the thing, man. Here's what it is. And I sent him the real one. I was like, don't listen to me, my guy. Like, you got to go in and do your own research, all right? You got to hit that link tree, because I just say shit. So anyway, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do this shot to Robert, man. He'll be on next week with us. So
I don't even know his real name. It's Robert?
Robert is his name, yep.
Robert. Why didn't you tell me your real name, Robert? God damn it. I've been calling you Rob this whole time. Let's go.
Oh, you call him Rob? Rob?
No, I haven't known his name at all. I said I would have been calling him by his name.
Well, that's all right.
I've just been saying dude and man to him because I didn't know his actual fucking name.
Well, no. Now you do. Sorry.
There we go. All right.
So obviously Tequila always goes up to Grandma, so we're going to throw that one up there, and I hope I get it again, because we're going to spin right after this.
I don't like this.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh.
Here we go. You know what? I think that schnapps was bad, because that wasn't nearly as bad as the schnapps, and I think that was bad. I think that liqueur was bad. I'm gonna die.
If it's called Southern Comfort, shouldn't I be comforted?
No, so Southern Comfort's like it's such a sweet whiskey. I really like Southern Comfort, and this is gonna piss off a lot of purists, but I really like Southern Comfort and Old Fashions because it's sweet. So
my dad likes Old Fashions.
I love them. Does he like brandy Old Fashioned though? Does he have brandy or whiskey?
I think he does brandy.
Normally I'd say that's a bitch move, but we're talking about Tim here. And Tim ain't never made a bitch move in his life. Let me tell you that now.
I'd have to ask him. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, I bet it's brandy. Wisconsin is normally brandy. That's
it's
how
brandy.
I started. Okay. I had brandy Old Fashioned, and then I tried a whiskey Old Fashioned, and it's a different world, man. It's a
Game changer?
Yeah, I think so. All right, let's spin the wheel really quick, and then I'll read this so we can.
Oh,
if we have anything to say after it, we can say what we got to do and get right on into our 2K thing. We're doing, I think, pretty well on time. So.
Oh, hell yeah! All right, you first.
What was that shit?
Liqueur.
Liqueur?
Yep.
I just did one. I got
any kind. Dealer's choice at that point.
Yeah. All right. I think I got it.
Please no. Whiskey. I can deal with that. I can deal with whiskey.
Hey, should we? Because I know he'll listen. Let's go ahead and spin for Robert.
Let's spin for Robert.
Yeah, if he wants to do them, he can. We're not gonna, we don't gotta pressure him into it. But if he wants to do them,
if he wants to do them, yeah, for sure.
I'll write it down. All right,
Robbie.
So
this one's for you, buddy. Bourbon. You got a good.
I swear, all of our guests get bourbon every time. That's
you
trash.
do.
All right,
it's pissed me off because they haven't had to get a Marissa or Cassie's choice yet.
Go ahead and spin tequila. Oh my God, I would never do that to a guest. Go ahead and spin tequila for me. It just passed, I think.
Rum.
Oh, all right. I got some rum down there. Was tequila right next to it? Do I see that there? Is that right?
Yeah, it was. It was the next one. It was one.
I knew it was close. All right, for you. I knew it was close. It's never too far away. It's just lurking.
It almost happened. A little bit more of a flick of the finger. We would have had tequila. How many weeks in a row now? 4?
Yeah. Thank you, Cass, for making them a little weaker.
What is pink? Fuck, I got tequila. No!
God don't like ugly, baby.
God damn it!
That's what you get. I'm not even.
Here's what I get. This is bullshit.
I don't feel bad for you at all. I've been drinking tequila for a damn month. This was full. All right. I've been drinking tequila for a month. All right, come on.
All right, here we go, Robert. Gin.
Oh. Yeah, well, you know what? Robert seems like the guy that might actually like gin, so we can do
Does he?
Hey, yeah, he does. So listen, so last night, when we were talking about this, when you called me, like I said, this is my biggest ADD moment, right? So I literally had Etta sitting next to me, watching her tablet. Ezra was next to her. I'm playing the PlayStation against Shane, so he's talking to me, and I was on the phone with you. And we go through our whole conversation. Shane's like, I thought this was a wrestling podcast. What the hell are you alcoholics talking about? And that coming from Shane is big. I was like, look, man, it's a drinking podcast that talks about wrestling, and we're a wrestling podcast that drinks a lot. So, I hope my doctor never finds this. That's all I can say. I hope my doctor doesn't find it.
I almost suggested the podcast to my doctor, and I was like, no,
don't do that. Don't do that. You'll end up on a list for sure. All right, let me read this. So oh shoot, what just happened? Oh man, did it go away? Hold on, guys. I was about to do this. Well, I'll read this, and then we'll go into.
He said it was a hot take. He messaged me saying it was what he thinks might be a hot take is how he said it.
I'm going to read exactly what he has here. I'm not going to leave anything out. So it's coming back up. One moment here. All right, here we go. What's up, guys? Hope all is well. Cheers to you all. Got quite the idea for this week, so buckle in. Backstory for those who haven't been following along on the AEW side of things. MJF and Hangman are having a Texas death match for the AEW title, and if Hangman loses, he becomes Cody in AEW, a.k.a. can't challenge for the title anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out in WWE. MJF previously cost Hangman the Trios title that he held with Jet Speed, Speedball Mike Bailey, and Kevin Knight. I love Speedball Mike Bailey.
He's over.
He is. I have quite the theory going into tonight. Now, this has already happened, so I don't know if this has come true or not. We're going to read this together. So, and I can see some engagement coming from this. Hangman should lose against MJF. It's the best story option. So he's saying Hangman should lose against MJF. Back when Hangman was falling apart, it was during one of the first boom periods of AEW, and it propelled Hangman's personal story within the company. His downward spiral and eventual comeback from that was the most compelling thing in AEW and wrestling at large. Where am I? There I am. Where they messed this stipulation up with Cody was that Cody refused to adapt and embrace the role of chasing challenger. That's legit. Which 100%. Eventually led to his downfall and separation with the company and the fallout of the Elite. The great thing is it's happening again in WWE. Like, it's crazy. But Hangman, on the other hand, has proven that he can and will elevate any division that he is put in. That's legit. Not only that, but owning a Texas deathmatch win over Hangman propels MJF stock through the moon and adds a ton more to his current reign as champion. You can't argue with that. No. The only problem from that point on is who is next to challenge for the title, and it's not even due to a lack of challengers. Right now, there are so many challengers for that title. I would be more than happy with any future prospects, especially if Kenny hops in, Kenny Omega, that is, hops in.
Yeah, please.
Yep, their match on Collision ruled, and with what they are doing with Swerve being AEW's most dangerous wrestler right now, the promo battles of Swerve being the most dangerous, and MJF owning a deathmatch win over Hangman, that's money. Swerve and MJF is something that I would like to see for sure. I would tune in weekly for that. Here's the rest of his predictions for the show. Either Ricochet retains or Tommaso Ciampa wins the national championship. Willow retains the TBS title over Lena Cross. Tony Storm defeats Marina Shafir. The Dogs defeat Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin, and Roderick Strong. Don Callis family retains their trio titles over Jet Speed and Mystico. Andrade defeats Bandito to set up the Ring of Honor title match. Swerve defeats Brody Queen. Oh my goodness, Brody King. That's a wild one. John Moxley retains over Takeshita. Is it Takeshita? Do I say that right?
Takeshita.
I thought I said that wrong before. You corrected me.
It reads Takeshita, and then it's just
and I say Takeshita, but it's Takeshita. Okay, I'll remember that someday. I won't. Lena Cross and Camille defeat Babes of Wrath for the women's tag team titles because of Willow's match earlier. FTR retain against Young Bucks for the AEW tag titles. Thekla retains over Chris Statlander, 2 falls out of 1. And as I said above, MJF retains against Hangman. Now, I don't know if this show has already happened. Did this happen already?
I don't think so.
Because I know you got some things to say. While you're going, but Robert, thank you for this. We're going to talk about it. We're going to follow up on it next week. I'm going to look to make sure. I really don't know if this happened last week. I don't know.
I would have seen shit all over the internet. It did not happen yet.
Let me double check while you go ahead and get us into our next thing.
All right. Robert, I don't know why you thought that would be anything but right.
Yeah, I mean,
I kind of agree with most everything that you're saying. And I think the next best competitor for MJF would be Kenny Omega. And Kenny Omega himself has said that he's on his way out, and why not go out going against the best of the best? And the best of the best is MJF right now.
Oh, shit. Hey, that's tonight.
That's tonight. See, I knew it didn't happen.
So, as people are reading or hearing this and seeing this, this has already happened because this will come out tomorrow for them. So here's what we'll do. I will pay attention to AEW Revolution. I have no intention of paying for it. I'm sorry, Tony Khan, but I will go ahead and make my way to watching it. Tyler, if you could pay attention to AEW Revolution, we will. Our game next week, so to speak, will be an AEW Revolution breakdown with Robert.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, cool. Go ahead, do your thing now.
I don't know, dude. I just don't think that any of that was as controversial as he thought. I mean, and I bet a lot of people think it would be, but I agree with Robert on everything about MJF and Hangman. I think Hangman does bring out quite a bit in whatever division he's in, and I don't see Hangman beating MJF good for business. MJF hasn't been champion for that long. MJF is your hot commodity in the company. He's your number one. I don't care. You got your Moxleys, you got your Young Bucks, you got your Omega, you got XYZ, Swerve.
Yeah.
You got these people there. MJF is levels, not level, levels above all of them. You need to make this a very long reign for MJF, not a short one.
Yeah.
This needs to be, maybe a year long.
I mean, you won't hear my arguments.
Let's hear them.
No, there won't be. No,
there won't be. No,
you won't hear any of mine. Yeah.
So, no, I totally agree with you, Robert. MJF should stay the champion, and I think he should stay the champion for a long time. Not Roman Reigns long. I want to make that clear. Not Roman Reigns long.
But they need one. You know, you have to start the records somewhere. You know what I mean? And AEW hasn't been a company that long, so they have to start establishing some of these benchmarks that people need to aspire to. And I don't think anybody better than MJF to pilot that for them.
Listen, I think the Triple B should stay on MJF for as long as, like, the CM Punk reign, the 434 days.
Yeah, no, that's solid. That's a long time.
Understandable.
Yeah.
When we're hitting 1,000 days and shit, it's not 1968 anymore. I don't want to see that anymore. Hell, when we were growing up, we'd see 3, 4, 5, 6 champions in a year. Yeah. It made it fresh. Yeah. It made it new. I like that. To cut it down in the middle, I would like to see a year-long reign out of MJF.
Okay. All right. I'm with it.
All right. Should we move on to 2K?
Yeah, let's go. I mean, this is your world, Squirrel. I'm just gonna react to what you have to say.
All right. I'm just gonna read exactly what I wrote because I wrote it angry,
Yeah.
and then I'll try and decipher what I wrote. Okay. Ringside pass. Everybody hates it. RXP farming. Eric Bischoff and Brock Lesnar. What I had said last week about set the settings to the AI to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Going to play now. Match. Go into a Kimura with Lesnar. The match would last 15. Except sometimes Eric Bischoff would still reverse it somehow. Like Eric Bischoff could reverse anything from Brock Lesnar. First off, it's fucking ridiculous. Second off,
not every now and again.
It would make the match last like a minute 30. Either way, it was annoying.
Yeah.
They got rid of it. They banned it. They nerfed it before day one launch because the devs said players were exploiting the game and not playing the game the way it was meant to be played. End quote. Basically upset people weren't spending money on tiers. In the Battle Pass tiers is what I'm saying. That dev's name was Brian Mazik. And we're going to get into Brian Mazik. Don't worry. Okay. He's the head of My Faction and other money-grabbing game modes. Now, the reason we found a workaround, Brian, is because for me, I play Universe mode, and I play it with 2 controllers by myself. I play it the way I think matches should go. Sandbox, right? That's what you guys call it. Sandbox. Yeah. I make the matches. It's a grown-up playing with action figures, but with controllers. I'm having a good fucking time. It's the reason I buy the game.
Yep.
You're taking that away from me and telling me I'm not playing it right. How can you tell somebody they're playing a game right when you tell... I paid $150 fucking for this game, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get to tell me how to play my fucking game. You're forcing me to play game modes I don't want to play. My Faction, My Rise, fucking Showcase. Which this year, I'll give it to you. I wanted to play Showcase because I am the biggest CM Punk fan there is. So I played Showcase. The first thing I did. I didn't do a play now. I didn't go to Universe. I did Showcase. Good job. Small clap. But this game is, if you're paying this much money, this shit should already be in the game. You're making us grind to unlock people like Stone Cold Steve Austin, who has been a day one unlock since fucking, I don't know, you want to go back to the 90s, you dumb fuck? That far? This year? You put him behind a paywall? What the fuck are you doing? You're causing people to play these game modes and matches. And by the way, if you do it the way they want, it's over, I think it was over 300 matches or 280 matches, something like that, to get enough RXP to unlock the whole Battle Pass. Now imagine just playing the regular AI. How long is that going to take you? I got a wife. I got kids. I got a job. How long is that going to take you?
You're not in the picture.
You're not going to finish that fucking Battle Pass.
Nope.
No.
How do you feel?
Moving on. Brian Mazik. Quotes from Dick Lips. People posted about live events, this is My Faction now, being way too hard or even impossible to do. One person said, people with disabilities can't smash buttons that fast. We should be able to change settings in My Faction.
I'm going to text that.
His response? This is a quote from him. Brian Mazik. Brian Mazik. Hard matches don't mean the mode is broken. That's a major misconception and misused word. Impossible means no one can beat it. We haven't had a live event like that. If that happens, we will address it. Okay, so there was a mode, a match, I believe, a live event against Gunther, and you had to beat it 4 times to get whatever. I don't play my faction because I'm not a fucking mark, Brian. But you had to beat it 4 times, and everybody that had to play that before launch, this is pre-order people, you had to beat it 4 times. Each time you beat it took an hour. That's 4 hours of somebody's day. That's 4 hours. That's not impossible. What are you going to do if your kid's hungry? What are you going to do when you got to go take a shit? What are you going to do when you're supposed to be... This is just... It's outrageous what he's saying right now. And yeah, okay, a lot of your gamers are teenagers. So you just want a teenager sitting in front of their screen for 4 hours on one event? One? As a father, I don't want my kid on his video game that long. I'm a dad. I don't fucking play my video game that long. I definitely don't want my kid on there for that long. It's rotting his fucking brain. Not saying video games are bad, but when you're doing that for that long and for what? 300 my faction points and a card? Ooh. What the fuck are you doing? Of course, they went on to fix it, and now you only have to beat Gunther or whoever the fuck it was 1 time. That's still an hour grind. That's still a 1 hour grind. Next. Brian Fuckface Fan Experience Robber. This is, quote, blowing through matches in less than 60 seconds to exploit is not about fun. It's about circumventing the system. How can you tell me what I think is fun? How can you tell anybody what they think is fun? Why are you putting all these fucking obstacles in our way to have fun with the game that we want to have fun with, that you're making about a money grab operation, a microtransaction fucking game? How do you hold the power? You know what fun is? You tell me what fun is. What the fuck are you even talking? You sound like the dumbest motherfucker I have ever heard speak. And I've heard a lot of dumb motherfuckers speak. You're making the top 5 with this. Don't tell me what fun is. You don't get to tell me how to play a game I paid $150 fucking dollars for. I'll tell you how I want to fucking play a game that I paid $150 for. That's where we're at. And here's why. This was about a hard match on my faction everyone struggled with, the Gunther match I had brought up. Also about the cooldown that makes it impossible to grind my faction points and forces you to spend money on VC. He and the rest of the devs want you to buy VC. Basically, the only way you can get enough my faction points to buy packs is to have a chance to get the card that you're looking for. Because, as you know, you're my faction player. I'm not. There are some things that you have to have a certain card or you can't even do it.
Yeah. Most of those I go through like the world tours and stuff. They're in there. You know, the cards that you need.
You got to grind it.
But you got to, I would say you got to win them in other modes, but they're in there. They're available. You just have to go win them. And generally they have them in some kind of order too, so that it's not terrible because you have to switch back and forth between a few of them. But if you don't have time to go look through, I just figured that out late this year on this game, that there's the cards that I need are in the other modes. But
But then that's the point. This cooldown thing is preventing people from being able to. And I hate saying the word or the term farm VC or my faction points. That's bullshit. If you grind, you grind. I don't care how you do it. You grinded. You earned it. That's a CM Punk quote. Who's on the cover of your fucking game? You earned it. I'll get onto it here. Over here. People with jobs, kids, lives. It's impossible to make it to level to 40. Make it to level 40. It's impossible. I was able to get on like I had told the cheat earlier. 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, Eric Bischoff. Guess what? It still took 3 hours to do that. Mm-hmm. It still took me 3 hours of my fucking life to do that. Now imagine how long it's going to take with season 2.
Yeah.
I don't have that time, dude. I got kids.
Mm-hmm.
On the ringside pass, you're probably going to need to buy tiers. That is what they want you to do. That's why they're making it impossible. That's why they're trying to cause the most interruption in anything you're doing, is so you have to give them more money. I gave you $150, and you're expecting me to pay $1.99. That's not $1.99, and you get 5 tiers, 10 tiers. Hey, you did 1 tier, $1.90, so $2. $2 plus fucking tax, and we know how this country taxes people. You might as well say $3 fucking dollars. $3 fucking dollars per tier. What's 3 times 40, Rankins?
3 times 40, 120.
120 motherfucking dollars for 1 pass. There's 6 of the fuckers this year. What's 120 times 6, Rankins?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Probably 720. I don't know. A lot of money.
Over 700 for sure.
I've done 2 shots, 3 beers, and some things. All right, and the math is, I'm not doing well. Go ahead.
Over $700. That's all they need to know. You already paid $150 for the game if you're like me, plus another $700. That's $850 minimum. We're not even doing fucking math right now. That's what they want. This is fucking bullshit. Another quote from Fucknuts. Bruh, there is so much MVP or MFP in my faction. Live events, even the ones without gates, weekly tiers, faction wars. Come on now, be real. You just want to speedball. By the way, you only get 200 to 300 my faction points per game, and 1 pack costs 12,000 to 15,000 my faction points. Thanks, Brian. No, we wouldn't want to speedball, would we? We'd want to spend money, wouldn't we, you fucking Mark piece of shit? I've tweeted you fucking at least 36 times this week. Have you responded to one? No, because you're a fucking coward. You're a coward, and the rest of your dev team are fucking dumb. You're dumb. You are manipulators, and you think everybody that plays your game is a fucking idiot, and you can just puppeteer us. Oh, look at this. Well, yeah, guess what? The American public, not as stupid as you think.
I don't know. He might not be too far off there.
A lot of them are pretty dumb, but at least fucking me, and I've had hundreds of reposts, hundreds of likes, and I've been posting this shit all week. He has not responded to fucking one thing. Not one.
I'm sorry.
Now I'm going to post things that are broken in the game, and this is just what I have noticed. I have not played every mode, and I'm going to say it on here because some modes I can't even fucking get into. Day 1 patch. Where the fuck is that? Things broken in the game. No day 1 patch. You can't name alternative attires for your superstars. You can't name them. Guess what? You want to make a Ricky Starks alt attire, it's going to say Ricky 1, Ricky 2, Ricky 3. You're not going to know, is this the one that I made his gold trim with? Is this the one that I did his promo gear in? Nope. Get a fucking notebook like I had to and write them fucking down. Which I have. I got 6 pages of alt attires that I had to write down of fucking people that I made alt attires for, because who wants to play a game for 12 months in virtual in a game and have them wear the same gear? You got special gear, you got Royal Rumble gear, you got WrestleMania gear, you got Survivor Series gear. Everybody changes their shit up. That's how they get more action figures, and that's why we make them in the fucking game, to make it's better for our eyes too. We don't feel like we're playing the same goddamn game. Can't use renders for alt attires this year. Guess what? It's just going to be the in-game model, and you got to go through and pick a pose that you want them to have in the fucking game. You don't get to pick an in-game render to match the rest of the people in case you wanted to use their base thing, and now it's going to look all fucked up on your eyes. Sucks. I hate it. Created alternative attires will have logos you didn't put there pop up. I made an LA Knight, a yellow and red LA Knight gear. I think he wore it at like SummerSlam or something. Cassie suggested it to me. I looked at the pictures. I made it. All of a sudden, he had this weird red stuff all over his boots when I went to play the game, and that's because there's a random logo that I didn't put on him at all pop up as soon as I wanted to use him. Didn't put it there. It's there. Community Creations isn't open to cross-platform, and it's broken and bugged. They took off the cross-platform because it wasn't working. Cross-platform's not working, and community creations isn't working. Go ahead and try and download somebody. It's not going to be an alt attire, and it's definitely not going to be named. Good luck. Promo attires in universe mode don't work, so I make Cody Rhodes in his, his sweatsuit or his suit, or I make CM Punk in his cut-off shirt and jeans like he does in promos, and this year they made it where you can go into the settings in universe mode and set, that's what I wanted to wear in promo. Guess what? It don't fucking work. They just put it in a random thing. And if you made alt attires that exceed 6, when you pick something, it's random. It doesn't matter. I made CM Punk's alt attire for his promo 8, number 8. I went to go set his promo gear to number 8. It kept flipping to 4. Kept flipping to 4, kept flipping to 4, no matter how many times I did it. So he was cutting promos in the Undertaker WrestleMania gear, no matter what I tried to do. So I had to go in, delete the Undertaker WrestleMania attire, remake his promo attire, and put the WrestleMania attire as attire number 8, and then it worked. But I still had to set it at number 8. I couldn't set it at 4, because at 4 it would set it at 2. It's broken. Draft in universe mode is bugged and will add picks to every single brand that didn't happen. I did a draft in universe mode in week 2. I did the base one too. 6 rounds, 3 rounds on Raw, 3 rounds on SmackDown, that's it. Some of the picks I even did SmackDown picks, a SmackDown wrestler, because I didn't want them to move. I didn't have anybody else left I wanted to move. After the draft was done, guess what? I had Ricky Starks for some reason on Raw. Ricky Starks was never picked. I had Joe Hendry on SmackDown. Again, not a pick that I did. A lot of picks that were not made by me. It should have only been 6 rounds. So 6 people on one side, 6 people on the other side, or what was it? 3 picks per round, whatever, 20 and 20. And I only wanted to move like 10 people. I had to go through and reset my entire roster for Raw, SmackDown, and NXT because it made a whole bunch of picks that I didn't actually pick in the game. It's broken. The targeting system is bugged. The amount of times I am having a match with the AI and doing either, showcase or my faction or whatever, And all of a sudden, I'm looking at the referee trying to super kick him when the guy I'm trying to attack is a fucking inch from my face. Is getting ridiculous. The targeting system is bugged as shit.
Yeah, we had a situation with that. I think so. Really quick, when you're done, we're going to bring a different perspective to this game. I asked Ezra to come up and tell us what he thinks about the game. But I will say that we had an issue with that because we always are a tag team. He had me go in and change it where I couldn't target my teammate anymore because I was messing him up. You know, on accident, of course, but he was getting messed up.
All right, and you tell me if you've had this one. I can't get into the island.
Oh, you can't? I haven't done it
No.
yet. I haven't done it. Yeah.
I got in one time. I got to create my guy. I got to go into the island, and it booted me 7 times in a row. I can't get into the island to even play your fucking game. I can't play your fucking game, 2K.
I did get in there, and I was like, oh, shoot, I didn't want to pick this guy. But then it was like, just go to one of the little bases and change.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me change his gear. Nothing.
You had to go into the game to do it. I got in, but
I can't get into the game.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I don't work for them.
All right, multiple game crashes from trying to play a match on universe mode. If I do a 3-man or a 4-man tag, it'll crash. I have to go back in and try again. It's also happened in tag. Hasn't happened in one-on-ones yet, but I'm sure it would if I played long enough. Trying to get into the island boots me constantly. Trying to download from community creations, the creation will go all the way 100%. Boom, you got booted all the way back to your home screen again. 2K has not addressed anyone's posts about issues with the game and instead decided to post giveaways this week of stupid side plates and stupid jackets and the game that's broken. All 3 versions of it. Well, that's great. Give away a game that's broken that nobody can fucking play. How about fixing the bugs? Where's our day 1 patch? Why are you not fixing anything, and why are you not answering anybody's shit? I even went onto your fucking website, and I had to talk to a stupid fucking AI robot for 10 minutes, and then I was like, let me talk to a human being. And then I had to wait for a half hour before I just backed out of the website because there is no fucking humans there. You're not doing anything. Fix your fucking game. And that's the 2K segment.
Well, now hold on. We're gonna get this from a different perspective. Another perspective. Ezra, come here, buddy. I'm gonna give him I'm not. Listen, Tyler. I'm not gonna be able to hear you. Okay, but don't teach him any new words. Okay.
I'm not gonna teach him any new words.
Come here. Come here. All right, buddy. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me, Ezra?
Right, what I want you to do is I want you to tell everybody what you think about 2K, what your favorite parts are, and what you don't like about it. Cool? Gotcha. Come on.
All right, let's hear it, buddy.
You're supposed to start talking now.
Yeah, that's your part.
Okay. My favorite part is that, like, you can do, like, many more different matches than, like, 2K25.
Ah, I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot, too.
What's your favorite one so far?
Probably the
What did you come up here? You came up and interrupted me to tell me you won some match. What match was it?
3 Stages of Hell.
Yeah, it was. It was 3 Stages of Hell.
Stages of Hell. You know, that was one of my favorite match types to watch when I was a kid. I have 3 box sets with that match on it. It's a good one.
So, what is your least favorite part of the game?
My least favorite part is probably like where you have to like do push X and like with and there's a like circle and like you have to try to hit the green, like get in that green box.
So we play PlayStation. So he's talking.
I Quit. Is it the I Quit? The I Quit match where it's going in a circle. You got to hit it the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
I haven't played that match yet, but it looks really hard. I'm not gonna lie, it looks hard to do. I haven't done it yet though. It is hard.
All right, give him a smile. Show him your teeth.
You think it's
You're missing
hard?
one, and I think it's hilarious. All right, let's get out of here. You're good, buddy. Let's finish this up. Oh, I choked him. All right, there we go.
All right.
Thank
So
you.
what I
Thank you.
asked him was,
I'll be down in just a minute.
I haven't played that mode yet, but the I quit thing, it does look hard to do, and he says it
is
is.
that what he's talking about? The I quit? I haven't played that
That's
either.
what, yeah.
Yeah,
It
he was
looks
just
hard to
downstairs
do,
playing,
especially for a kid.
Yeah,
especially
he was just
for
downstairs playing. So hey, that is a almost 9-year-old's opinion of the game, and I don't know. I think we have two different kind of feelings. Three probably, because I'm in a whole third different category. So you are an absolute fanatic. And I'm not talking about that piece of shit place to work. I'm talking about how much you love this wrestling, and you tend to go all in on that. And then we have the kids version who they just want to have an enjoyable game and have a good time. And then we have my version where it's like I don't jump. It's not my main focus. I don't do it all the time, but I also just want to jump in and have a good time. So sometimes things to me are not a big deal, but that's because I am not nearly putting in the time as you are or some of these other folks. So
it's the only game that I buy a year. That's the only one that I buy at price or early buy or anything. It's the only game for the last 5 or 6 years. It's the only game I buy. When Madden goes on sale, then I get it. I'm not a day one Madden guy. I'm not a day one college football guy. I'm not a day one UFC guy. And the fact that, and I've been playing this game for, Jesus Christ, I have it all the way down to. I have No Mercy. I have WCW versus NWO Revenge. I have WrestleMania 2000. I have Here Comes the Pain. I have Just Bring It. I have Raw versus or SmackDown. What is it? Raw versus SmackDown or It's SmackDown versus Raw 2006. I got SmackDown versus Raw 2009, 2010. I've been playing this game my whole life. I played it all the way on Sega with the Royal Rumble and Monday Night Raw. And that's my game. And the fact that they're neglecting it and trying to make it a microtransaction Fortnite platform is bullshit. If you're going to do that, then there better not be a 2K27. There better just be, here's your update for the year. Here's your new roster for the year.
You know better. You know better than that. I mean, it's a money grab. It's all a money grab at this point. And so I think, and again, this is coming from a person who is not as dedicated to the game as you are. But I think the point of this is it is going to be what you make of it at this point. You know what I mean? And I think that's where people have to understand. It's if you dive into it and you dive as deep as you do, you're going to find some things that you don't like. You're going to find some things that frustrate you. You're going to find some stuff. They marketed this as a much better game. I do enjoy the graphics more, but I do see the holes. I see the holes in the game, and I know that there's improvements. My hope is we give them a little time. The worldwide launch was Friday. Let's give them a little time. Let's go ahead and let them make some improvements. The hard
they
part
better make improvements.
The hard part about getting the game a week early is they're not going to make those improvements until
I gave them the week. They always have a day one patch, and they didn't do that this year.
Yeah,
that's my biggest issue right now. But they had time during the early launch to fix the RXP farming. They had time to fix that, but nothing else anybody complained about. And that's ridiculous.
I got you. All right. Well, hey, I'm excited to hear the comments on some of the stuff that we put out for this. Hold
on. I do want to say the good things I have about this game. I don't want this to all be negative.
Well, go ahead.
It's graphically, it's great.
Yeah.
Besides the targeting system, I've been having a great time playing Universe mode.
Good.
When I can get the attires to work, dude, it's been great. Post-match interviews, to be able to set that up, what an improvement. changing the promo system to make it a little bigger has been great. Could be better, but it's a step in the right direction, and I think they're taking a step the right way. There's okay, so if I set a card and then I back out and I'm like, oh, I want to go make a couple of tires and I'll go back into the card saves, and that's been a problem with 2K since 2K22, and that is fixed, at least on my end. And the game is still 2K. The gameplay is not my issue. The gameplay is solid. It is the features I have problems with. The gameplay, they killed it. It's one of the best wrestling games I've ever played.
Okay.
I just want those special features that are promised to me to work.
Okay.
And this is why, and it pissed me off when they said the reviews are rolling in and they're hot. You have 6s and 7s all across the board, and every single one of those critics are criticizing your battle pass. And your
battle pass is going to be a problem. Yeah.
So I don't want them to sit there and tell me, oh, we're going to be game of the year when you're getting 6s and 7s.
Yeah.
6, 7. Look, I did it. My kid's going to love that one.
I was really hoping you wouldn't go there because now I'm not
ridiculous.
Stupid shit.
Well, and that's how I feel about the game right now. It's some stupid shit.
Yeah.
So there's my positive take on the game. You all heard me lose my shit about the negative parts.
Yes.
Those who hung on to it. I have, out of all of the posts I have posted on X, I have only had 2 people comment, wow, you wanted to play universe mode, you wanted to play now, just play the game. It's like, you realize I play with 2 controllers, and if you play with 2 controllers, guess what? You don't get any RXP. None. So the way that I want to play the game, I don't get any. So they are making it impossible for me to play the game that I want to play, the way I want to play it. So when Brian fucking fuckface goes on there and says, we're not stopping you from playing the game, you want to play it. Yes, you are. Yes, you are stopping me from playing the game I want to play it. So fuck you. And fuck Brian. I'm done now. I'm good.
Hey, we're gonna do this again in 2 weeks. Okay. So next week we got Robert. The week after that, I'd like to bring this back. I
don't want to do this again until there's an update. Let's not do this again until they give an update.
And the next 2, we'll have an update in the next 2 weeks.
You think so?
Yeah, we'll have one for sure. So let's pencil it in. We'll do this again in 2 weeks.
I feel like I got really mad during this. I didn't want to.
You did get really mad. I'll tell you what, Ezra and I just watched this entire Undertaker versus Batista match at WrestleMania 23, I think 23.
Is that the Hell in the Cell one?
No, no.
WrestleMania 23.
No.
Is that WrestleMania Goes Hollywood? Is that WrestleMania Goes Hollywood?
Yeah, I think so. This is the
Money in the Bank. Or is that 21? That's 21, right?
I know that this one had CM Punk involved in that Money in the Bank match. That the Hardys were in, and Edge was in, and Edge got taken out on a stretcher.
Shit. I don't know. I own it. I'm going to have to go rewatch it. I got to freshen up.
23. Yep, it is
23.
It is 23. Yeah. So, but no, this is a good match. But anyway, hey, listen, let's get out of here. We've had these people for long enough. All right. I got to test out this new machine. I'm getting antsy. Okay. I'm getting real antsy. I just wrapped this cup up for my beautiful wife. I don't know if you heard the tape going while you were talking.
No, I didn't. But, that thing's quiet. That's quiet.
Well, I wrapped it. It was just tape. I got like a little tape dispenser, and I wrapped it up. And we're going to make this. So, guys, listen, this is something that I do that I think we're going to, as Tyler and I had just kind of discussed, we may bring this into the Kayfabe Marks world. So I make these tumblers and these things like this one says, shh, this is my leprechaun juice.
Yeah, move it over a little more. We can't see it.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
There you go.
There you go. So I make things like this, you know, tumblers and shit. So I'm making one for my wife right now, but I think I'm gonna look into a kayfabe Marks design, see what I can do, and see if we can do something cool that pops. And if we do, we'll sell them.
Yeah, because
Well,
I don't want to rep Starbucks anymore on my show. I want to rep our show.
Give me a couple weeks, because what we'll do is I'll get one made up and then I'll send it to you. You know, I send it through work, so
Hell yeah.
I'll send it over to you. So, all right, guys, listen. You got anything else you want to go through? You want
to? Hey, it was nice to hear from Robert. That was really cool. His handle is Dad That Games on Twitter, and he's fucking really cool.
Yeah.
He's a normal dude, and he's a wrestling fan. So if you're a wrestling fan and you want to hear some takes and everything else, I would go follow him. He follows us.
He's a banker. That's how I met him, because
he's a banker.
So.
Well, Robert, I got some questions about banks that I have for you.
Oh, shit. I think this is going to be a long episode. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to block off a couple hours.
But, yeah, hit us with the socials. We have...
We talked about that. I don't know them. But listen.
Hit the link tree below. We're not going to do this anymore. Also, check out me and my wife's podcast. True Crime on Tap. We just dropped an episode this week, and it's all about Friday the 13th and crimes and murders that have happened on that specific date and why it's a little creepy. So that was a fun episode. And yeah, Colton has had little cold feet. We've recorded 4 episodes now, and he still hasn't posted anything. I don't think he's scared. I think he thinks he's going to get fired. Nothing.
Does he want me to post him? I'll post him.
I don't know, dude, but I think he's scared to post them.
I can take care of that. I can listen. You don't have to. Do you guys use your names in there? I don't know yet. Yeah.
Not our last names. Not our last name.
Of course. Let Colton know. I'll tell him. You know what? After we're done here, I'm going to send a video to the group. Okay. So
can you?
I got this. But for now, I'll say check out True Crime on tap, not untapped, on tap. And then I don't have cold feet. I'm just waiting for the right opportunity, just meaning the time. This thing is coming. I am thinking within the next couple of weeks, I would like to drop that first fatherhood podcast. We'll talk more about it next week, because I won't drop it before then.
I want to be on that. I definitely could be on an episode.
Yeah, well, I told you guys. I think the first episode, I wanted it to be the 4 of you, Aaron. Oh, and obviously we got Robert now, so maybe he can be a part of it too. But you, Aaron, Colton, myself, and maybe Robert. We'll talk to him. I would love as many dads to contribute to this. So if you're a dad listening and you're like, you know what, I would love to come on and talk for a little bit about what it's like being a dad, reach out to us. Reach out to our email here. I will put out more information about that when it comes. But listen, I got to get going. Okay, it is steak and chicken tonight. I'm going to get in trouble if I keep going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get off of this podcast. I'm going to make this cup with my brand new heat press because it's the cup for my wife, and I think she'll be happy and she won't hurt me for being on this podcast too long today. I told her it was going to be a quick one. It has not been a quick one.
I went on a rant. You can blame it on me. It was my fault.
Tyler, if you think I've ever taken the blame for a long episode in your life, you are wrong. All right, you don't live here. All right, you get blamed for everything. All right? Whether it's your fault or not.
Listen to the episodes.
No, that's how I know I can get away with it. Whether it's your fault or not, I blame you. She doesn't listen. It's what I say. All right, reality is what I say. So, although she does randomly listen, so I got to be careful. So,
Jesus.
So what I mean by that is I love you, babe. All right. So, hey, we're going to get out of here. Have a great week, guys. We appreciate you. We love you. Remember, we're all the same under the bar. We're all the same people, right? We're all dealing with the same shit. We're all putting up with the same struggle. So if you have a problem, if you need anything, reach out to us. We love to talk. We love to share our experiences. We're not qualified. We're not exceptional people or anything near close to that, but we are really good listeners, and we're people who have been through some shit, so we can tell some stories. So just know that we love you. We care about you. Remember that bad times don't last, but bad guys do. Cody Rhodes is about to figure that out. I love you guys.
Thanks, Robert.
Kayfabe